Morning. Welcome, everybody. It is August 20th, 2024. I know we're starting at an odd time, but you guys know, like I said yesterday on the live stream, got some running around to do today. So we're getting right to it. Welcome to the Premarket Prep session. This is where we go over the important news, notes, analysis, trade ideas that are key to making sure that you are consistently profitable here in these markets. We bought the dip at the perfect time and it's been paying quite handsomely. QQQ, SPY, IWM, TQQQ, right? Everything in between. We've been, really, really capitalizing on the opportunity that the market gave us, and things are running on all cylinders, right? It's really been on easy mode, just letting the market go. Apple, right, on our Apple long slings, letting the market go and letting things continue to pay. So it's been a great time, been a great ride, and let's see exactly what we have in terms of news today. As always, we're here to get 1% better, right? 1% and 1% better only. We don't want to put too much weight on our shoulders and, feel like we've got to change the world each and every time we wake up, right? If you just change yourself and make yourself just a little bit better, right? Kaizen, that philosophy of getting at least just a little bit better daily, then you have great days, and those great days, can parlay into great weeks, great months, great years where you are, actively closing the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So I'm excited to be here and to dive into what we got going on today. So let's do it. I know it's at a weird time. Normally we're either at 8:45 or at 8:50, but I was actually just working around, fooling around, setting up more automations and got lost and didn't realize it was 8:45 already. Seeking Alpha, let's check it out here. Now, top news this morning. Goodbye, DEI. Harley Davidson, ticker HOG, is the latest corporation to back away from DEI initiatives following a backlash kickstarted by activist and political commentator Robbie Starbuck. An online campaign against the 120-year-old motorcycle company accused the firm and its CEO, Jochen Zeitz, of embracing a woke agenda of the very far left. It's election season, that does not align with the business's core customers. It follows similar campaigns against John Deere, ticker DE, and Tractor Supply, ticker Tisco, which both shelved their DEI protocols earlier in the summer. Quote, we did it again, 3 for 3, Starbuck wrote on X. I mean, this guy is just trying to continue to garner a following, right? By taking people who are disgruntled with themselves and with their lives and focusing that energy instead of bettering their lives, they're focusing it on hatred toward other things. Regardless of what you feel about DEI, I doubt it really affects any of the people that are supporting this movement, right? Like they're like, oh, down with DEI. I don't think any of your jobs were affected or anything like that. I think you're just kind of miserable. And that's really what politics is kind of just an outlet for people that are miserable based off of their own internal circumstances to take that energy and distract themselves for a few months, right? Before they have to go back and sit back and say, oh, well, I went really hard for Trump or I went really hard for Kamala, for the past 5 months. And, nothing actually changed for me. And now I'm right back where I am, alone with my thoughts, and I've got to find some other, wall to yell at in order to distract myself moving forward. Don't be one of those people, right? Those are all of these people here that are just going after these companies, and they're like, hey, because if you feel that way, cool, but like we know that the majority of the people that are going after these companies don't actually, they aren't affected by these policies, so. It's just another way for this guy Robbie Starbuck to do what politicians and political commentators and media personalities in general do, which is take advantage of your emotions and your misplaced fervor instead of directing it into doing something positive for yourself. It's much easier to just yell at other people. So I'm sure that there are people that wake up every morning, they're monitoring who they're going after next, and they're part of his anti-woke mob, right? There's the woke mob, and then there's the anti-woke mob, and and people love being a part of a team and da da da. Be on your team, right? Make you better. Work hard for you. Like it's crazy how much intensity people get around this time of year. And I'm like, man, if you felt this way about accomplishing your goals, you would be a completely different person. If you felt this way about learning AI, you would not have to be on here throwing your Cash App up, on your birthday or something like that, right? Or on just a random Saturday or Friday. It's like, if you like there are all these things where if you learn markets, then you wouldn't be sitting here talking about, hey man, can you think you can tell me which stock is going crazy next? Like I just need a little bit of something. I'm trying to put food on the table, right? Worry about you as much as you worry about all these other, big agendas that you're fighting for. Now, quote, people are sick of the lunacy in their workplace. They just want to go to work and have it be work again. I'm not asking you to become a conservative company. I'm asking you for it to be neutral and to make it a welcoming place for everybody. He also pledged to continue his anti-woke campaign against another major US corporation but hasn't disclosed the name of the company. Yeah, I mean, for a political commentator, this is smart. Like you're garnering tons of attention and you got people behind you. Like, and you also look like a person that gets something done, right? He's saying that three for three. I get something done. That's essentially what he's out here kind of demonstrating. So, he's doing his job, which is making his life better. I'm sure him having all these followers and all these people fighting for him is making sure that he has food on the table as well. Harley Davidson will no longer have supplier diversity spending goals and is reviewing all sponsorships and affiliations to retain its loyal riding community, first responders, active military members, and veterans. It will also not participate in human rights campaign scoring and will evaluate its training program to be absent of socially motivated content. Quote, we are saddened by the negativity on social media over the last few weeks designed to divide the Harley Davidson community, and it is our responsibility to respond with clarity, action, and facts, Og said in a press release. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see her, but Stevie's in the background right now with that lick plate going to town. Yes. Now I'm just discovering all the little puppy hacks to keep her nice and occupied. But let's see here. From the Seeking Alpha comments section, quote, this really isn't all that hard. Don't take sides in the culture war. Why MBAs don't understand this is beyond me. In the past, companies stayed silent and it offended no one, writes Alfredo Martinez. The saying go woke, go broke is also under the microscope. Hogg went from $70 to under $40 in the 6 years before the Floyd controversy, adds Herbert Kornfeld. Quote, since then, it has hung around the same under $40 level as before Floyd. In other words, it went broke before it went woke. Yeah, which is very true. I feel a lot of people were like, and that's why you got to know how to read the charts. You got to know how to decipher things for yourself because I'm sure, right, that's all over probably Fox News right now. Harley Davidson, does away with dumb DEI policies after their stock suffered, 40% drop. Yeah, the stock has been down 40% before the whole any DEI policies or any going woke. So, everybody is going to tee up things that make it so easy to believe stuff, and that's not the case, and that's what forms people's realities. So, like again, the best thing you do nowadays really is just stay out of the way. Stay out of the way. You think your thing, I'm gonna think my thing, right? And then you just keep it pushing. And whoever I'm around, yeah, sure. I can't believe this person has the nerve to run. I know, right? That's crazy. That's literally me every single time. I know, right? That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, you want to talk about something else, right? Like it's just but the thing is, you can't even focus. People really think that they're like taking in facts, and you might be taking in facts, but they are corollary facts, not like facts based on causation, right? You could say, man, like us, right? We joke around with markets, like, oh, when Adam is gone and running errands, the market likes to mess up. Is that an actual causation factor? No, it's just correlation. I cannot change markets at all, right? I can't change markets at all. If I could, I would, right? But I can't. That's just correlation. But people take that and they pose it as facts, and people believe it from the news. So just try and take in agnostic information and keep it pushing. And if you're somebody involved in this DEI space, make sure that you are developing and honing skills that will allow you to continue to provide value, because your sector is being majorly disrupted and demonized and at this point destroyed. And that's not me supporting DEI or taking away from it at all, or showing campaigning against it. It's just the fact that it's like the milkman, right? At some point, the milkman looked around and realized my milkman job ain't going to be around here much longer. I got to learn how to do something else, right? So that's where that dual mandate comes in. Learn how to put your money to work for your markets. Learn how to utilize AI in order to provide value in whatever workspace that you're in. I mean, the ability that people have now is insane. Like you can become a one man SaaS company, software as a service. You can become a one man SaaS company with AI. Like I'm just now, as I dig deeper and I do more work and we do more on the consulting side with AI, and I realize how much more I can do and how little I have to do. it's like it's insane. It's absolutely insane, but you just got to take the time again each and every day just to dig, learn a little bit, learn a little bit, learn a little bit, and you can help companies just really transform into what they want to be. And it seems so matter of fact to you, but to them, it's like, wow, this is actually magic, right? Um, so be that person, right? There's magic in investing in yourself daily. You will always be ahead of 99% of people because 99% of people are just trying to escape. All right. So if you're actively getting just a little bit better, everyone is going to look at you like a wizard because they're like, wow, how does he know all that? When do you have the time to do that? We all have the time, right? And everybody within this community I'm speaking into existence right now will devote that time daily to markets and to AI as well. M&A news ready for takeoff in a win for Alaska Air, ticker ALK. The time period for the Department of Justice to complete its review of the carrier's proposed $1.9 billion acquisition of Hawaiian Airlines has expired. Quote, this is a significant milestone in the process to join our airlines, said Alaska. Quote, the proposed combination remains subject to other closing conditions, including approval from the Department of Transportation of an interim exemption application. The news sent Hawaiian Holdings, ticker HA, soaring 10% pre-market on Tuesday. Recall that the DOJ review period had already been extended three times from the original August 5th deadline. So I feel like the DOJ probably just has a bunch of stuff on their plate. And, luckily for them, this one slid through. And after it being extended three times, it should have. So congrats. Hopefully that ends up working out and there's not another regulatory body that can, smack that down. But you guys know how this administration has been. Pretty much any merger and acquisition news, any company buying another company, all that just gets mutumbled, smacked out. All right, looks like all the people we're still entertaining ourselves in the background. Outlook, the campaign trail. Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris has proposed raising the corporate tax rate to 28% from the current 21% to fund her other plans, including expanding the child tax credit and forgiving medical debt. That compares to former President Donald Trump, who wants to preserve the tax cut to 21% he implemented in 2017. Note that any changes need to be approved by both houses of Congress. Separately, Trump said he would consider ending a $7,500 tax credit for electric vehicle buyers and would be open to naming Tesla's Elon Musk to a cabinet or advisory role. Yeah, I get the feeling that Trump still doesn't like Musk, but I think he realizes that he needs him. His backing has been huge, to Trump surviving and quote unquote thriving here. Him and Elon are kind of perfect partners. And I think that this is something that Trump realizes he needs, as well as Musk's money, because Musk has pledged a crap ton of money. I think it was 40 million a month or something like that to the Trump campaign. So he needs the money. And he really needs Elon, and Elon just sees this as a way for him to, get into the White House and really have like again, a cabinet or advisory role, that is wild. Because Elon Musk is, one of the most intelligent people in our lifetime, but also unhinged. It goes hand in hand, right? Like people that are insanely talented and insanely smart oftentimes are crazy. And those that don't look crazy probably have some weird like closet thing that they keep on the down low, but is really weird, right? And I'm just gonna leave that there. But yeah, it doesn't seem like he just seems too enthused. I know somebody, a streamer, I think it was Aiden Ross, gifted Trump, like he did a stream with him. Also, so funny the way the media is changing. Streamers now are the biggest outlets of pop culture. They are literally a main line directly to Gen Z, and everyone utilizes it, right? All the rappers, like Drake, all of them, right? They send their songs to streamers to debut them before they send them anywhere else, right? It used to be like, oh, okay, you have this relationship with this radio. No, it goes to streamers. Now, same thing. You want to get elected. Kamala's team was reaching out to Kai Cenat, right? You guys might not even know who that is, but he's, probably the biggest streamer right now. In order to go on stream. Why? So that she can have a voice, some mainline access to Gen Z. And then Trump was on with Aiden Ross, who's another huge streamer, and Aiden Ross gave him like a cyber truck, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is an Elon, right?" But he just didn't seem very enthused. And it was like wrapped with like an eagle in the American flag, and so it seems like Trump is kind of working with Elon out of necessity rather than him liking him. But that's probably what Elon is doing too. Elon's like, look, man, I got goals to accomplish, and you're gonna help me do it. So, yeah, the Trump campaign's been a little bit scared because of how much I guess support Kamala's been garnering as of recent. So we'll probably see even more things and more stunts happening. It's crazy to think that there was an assassination attempt on him, and that's like now I had forgotten that that happened. So I literally just thought about it. Commodities, $1 million. A bar of gold is now worth $1 million for the first time ever, with gold topping $2,500 per ounce on Monday, and gold bars in the London market typically weighing about 400 ounces. Gold futures have also been on the rise, driven by a weakening dollar and growing speculation about potential Federal Reserve rate cuts. Central bank purchases have supported gold's rally, with net purchases totaling 483.3 tons in the first half of the year, equivalent to nearly 40,000 gold bars. Wow. But some analysts expect consolidation ahead, with the odds of further easing already baked in unless the Fed signals deeper rate cuts. So that's crazy news, exciting news. Great for our GLD long swings, right? GLD long swings and leaps. GLD getting that break above 225.09 and pushing up toward weekly price target number one for that bull flag at 236.33. So gold doing its thing, pushing, paying. Another great setup and another great position there in the bag with GLD. Let's see. Well, and then of course, you've got the other precious metals tickers as well, GDX, and there's just, there's the rounds of them. But yeah, $1 million per bar of gold. So if you're out somewhere and you're searching abandoned shipwrecks and you come across a few bars, nice payout. In terms of today's markets in Asia, Japan we're up 1.8%, Hong Kong down 0.3, China down 0.9, India up 0.5. In Europe, the FTSE in London down 0.6, Paris up 0.1, Frankfurt down 0.1, the Dow flat, S&P up 0.1, Nasdaq up 0.1. Crude up 0.4% to $73.93. Gold up 0.8%, Bitcoin up 4.6%, back above 60K, just beneath 61K. What else is happening? Elections have consequences, the latest sentiment survey results. Bronfman bids $4.3 billion for Redstone's share of NAI and Paramount. Merger drama. Kroger files for injunction against FTC challenge. Estee Lauder falls after warning on weak China demand. U.S. House job seekers jump as wage and benefit satisfaction erodes. Carl Icahn, ticker IEP, agreed to pay $2 million in SEC's margin loans probe. That is such a small fine. Jeez. Intel, ticker INTC, to reduce costs in sales marketing division by 35%. You know what that means? Layoffs. Reduce costs in sales and marketing division by 35%. The people are the costs. Learn how to put your money to work for you in markets. Learn how to utilize AI to provide both personal and professional value. Like, it's every morning, more layoffs, more layoffs, more layoffs. And again, all that does is provide for a more competitive job market where even if you're not getting laid off, right, and you're just going to look for a new job, you're competing with so and so who was a VP of sales at Meta for 8 years. And it's a hard knock life. So it's really become the time of like the just you really taking things in your own hands and just showing your job outside of what you do why you're valuable. Nobody's gonna fight to keep somebody who does exactly what's the job description on the job. They're gonna be like, they do exactly what we asked them to do. But if they hired you to be an intern, but you actually automated all of their content flow and automated all of their postings and automated the outreach that they have with their customers, and you help on the customer nurture journey, and you're an intern, they're gonna be like, yeah, cut that manager and make that intern a manager, right? This guy went above and beyond. This woman went above and beyond. That's what you want to be at your job, not the man. I can't wait till they give me a raise. Ain't no way I'm going to do anything more until they give me a raise. I would never run a company like that. I'm never giving anyone a raise, right? That works for me. If they're not providing more value before I give them the raise. Like there's absolutely no reason. Show me why you deserve a raise. I feel like humans have just gotten so comfortable atop the food chain. Like earn it. Earn it, earn it, earn it. That's what I'm all about nowadays, is just earning it, earning it, earning it. Did I earn the right to sit here and do this? Did I earn the right to hang out on Saturday? Did I earn the right to do what I'm looking to do? Right? And you just live a much more fulfilling life that way, just like, boom, let me earn this, let me earn this time. Because otherwise, if you get and you didn't earn it, then you just feel like crap afterward. Right? If you sit there and you binge TV all day instead of saying, all right, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to watch one, video module of this, then after that, I'm going to watch a TV show. You feel much better, right? You're like, I got some work done, I got some TV, that was awesome. If you sit there, you watch 8 hours of TV, what do you feel like after? Crap every time, right? If you start tire momming yourself and you just make yourself earn it, you feel so much better at the end of every day. INTC to reduce costs in sales marketing division. We just talked about that. Boeing grounds 777X test fleet after finding structural damage. Boeing, man, you are crazy. You are absolutely crazy. Humanoid robots are getting ready for the factory spotlight and then top S&P 500 gainers and losers a month after the indexes peak. So we'll wrap it up, put a bow on it, take us out there on this fine Tuesday afternoon, August 20th, 2024. The market's been doing very well for us, right? We bought the dip at a great time. Apple, SPY, QQQ, IWM, all that good stuff. And it's paying dividends. It's paying dividends. So make sure that if your money is not actively working for you in markets, you figure out how to make that happen. Right? Could be with me, could be with someone else. I don't care who it's with, as long as you find a community and people that resonate with the goals that you want to accomplish, and then you have a system and a mindset that you utilize in going about, trying to make positive change in your life. So, congrats to everyone who tuned in on getting a little bit better today. And I'm speaking it into existence that you do continue that train, continue to get a little bit better. And then when you lay your head to sleep at night, you can feel like you earned it, right? Earn this day and this beautiful life that we have. Other than that, guys, have a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning for our next pre-market prep session. Have a good one.